first pick. It's a bit of a wing speciality, is it?
Well, Bad Rudder's bad. That's like one of the better heroes versus Timbersaw. So they probably feel a lot more comfortable just first picking it, but it's still a very abusable first pick. Like normally if you pick, to be honest, what's his name? Blink, he plays the Timber for this team. And sometimes Faith Beyond goes mid with some heroes, just so they can have some tricky lanes. But apart from that, like you're sort of just like showing your hand with the Timber pick, I think.
So not a fan? You're concerned for this Timbersaw?
Sorry, what was that?
So you said you're not a fan of the first pick. You're a little concerned.
Yeah.
For the guy.
It depends what like DC are gonna do. Like sometimes I think they just pick Timbersaw because they're like, oh yeah, Weeha, Meepo, you know, just pick this Timber and then we never have to worry about it ever again, or something like that. Or Misery's gonna gank some lanes and then see this is what I'm talking about.
This is like instant reaction to Timber.
Yeah.
It's just
suddenly like this Ursa first phase has such high value because he's already really good versus Timbersaw.
Do you think they're baiting the Ursa? Since DC has, I think they lost all the games with
I don't
Ursa?
think anyone ever wants to bait an Ursa.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, DC very, very quick with those two picked up. Ursa Disruptor opening combination. In response, Wings to grab the Oracle. Something to make that Timbersaw, I guess, kind of work a little bit better. A bit of protection against these two and makes him a little trickier to play with in the team fights, I guess.
You can make him like immune to the static storm damage, or you can disarm the Ursa throughout like all the stages of the game. And I mean, it's just Wings likes their Oracle decent amount. They tend to they have like their certain supports that they do like a lot. And Oracle's definitely one of them.
Do you like playing Oracle?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Does SVG play it?
No.
No, it's a U hero. But you guys don't pick it that much.
Nah. The thing is, like, his laning is not as strong as what it used to be, right?
Yeah,
his mana cost went up, and he's kind of abusable. His team fight isn't very powerful either.
That's true as well.
So we have three of us on the couch that do not enjoy playing Oracle.
I used to really like that hero. Yeah. It's really fun.
You know, we're old school, you know. We're not about the new gen guys.
I don't know. It's Oracle. 10 seconds remaining. But yeah, when he first got and like released and stuff, he was sick.
Oh yeah.
But he used to have like the
40
invis on his ult and stuff.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous, wasn't it?
Oh,
the invis on the ult was absurd. It's like
I forgot about
ult.
that.
It's like Slark ult basically on
it was
teammates.
Slark ult.
Yeah.
There was a time when he was permanently removing all disables on his ultimate. So you ult someone, you stun him, it's like Slark's dark
it's
pact.
constantly.
The whole time.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
For like 7 seconds, you cannot disable this hero in any way.
It's actually absurd.
That must have been a joke when he added it.
That was pretty funny.
There's a lot of little things like that that get through this through the test team sometimes. My favorite was the Glimmer Cape, but we don't have to talk about it.
The 0 mana cost Glimmer Cape.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that DC didn't want like Slardar or something to pair with the Ursa, because it's really good, strong versus Timbersaw. You got that.
Yeah, but then you have
stun.
Ursa Slardar cores, and I guess maybe your last core can hit the buildings, but that's my big concern.
The thing is, like
Super physical too.
DC are a big fan of the Slardar support too, right? So
OD.
OD is still in the pool too. Yeah.
But then once again you have OD Ursa cores, no one to hit the building. So if you pick like OD Ursa, maybe you want that Jakiro or Rasta or
maybe even Beastmaster could work.
Yeah, someone's got to hit the tower.
Yeah. The only problem with like say Beast or something is they're gonna just solo the Timber versus the Beast.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have some poor lanes for DC.
Is there any chance that Wings play the Huskar card, or is the Ursa enough to put you off from playing Huskar against it?
I don't remember the last time Wings played Huskar.
They're not that kind of team.
But then again, it is Wings after all, so I don't know what's coming.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, they could Huskar.
It's not that good versus Ursa though.
It's really not. But it's just one hero.
It's like I think it's like you're giving this one Ursa pick that was picked in the first phase way too much value. You just pick a Huskar.
Yeah. Another silence for Timbersaw.
Revealed both their supports already.
Yeah, could see a jungler, Chen.
Yeah, that sounds pretty strong actually. They would Chen like this Earth Spirit and Disruptor can't really do anything about
10
it.
seconds remaining.
Very true, very true.
But the Earth Spirit is quite strong versus Oracle and Timber. Can be annoying if he gets his game going.
Is it possible we see Darkseer for DC? Kind of wombo combo with Disruptor and Earth Spirit, and then Ion Shell target for the Ursa.
Does the Oracle put you off that, or You're not too bothered about ruining your lane.
yeah,
game,
I
or-
mean, it can put you off for the laning
Yeah.
phase, but like, Oracle's
It's quite hard. It's very hard to play the Oracle versus Darkseid. Like people, they would always think about how it's annoying to play around it, right? And then already it's like you're making a game difficult for yourself. So
Mhm.
you might just like stay away from it, even though it could be
yeah.
the game-winning hero.
Yeah, it might be just a better option. You talked about like Slardar potentially being a hero, very good versus Timbersaw.
Yeah, like you said, no tower damage yet.
Do you think they have enough kind of Timbersaw counters? You think they can chill out on, or do you think you just pick more?
I think they want to counter the shit out of this Timber, to be honest. The funny thing is though, like I've watched a lot of Wings games, right? And every time they play Timber, this first phase Timber, there's like 4 counters. Doesn't matter. This guy gets
Yeah.
fat,
Yeah.
and he wins the game anyway. So I don't know like if it matters if they have 5 counters or not. This Timber, it's just a matter of like how they play around the entire 5 versus 5 game. So if DC are like sabotaging their own draft because of this one Timber shot, then it's not gonna be good for them.
Jakiro.
Something the Wings were running quite regularly before this tournament. We saw them bring the Jakiro picks out. And I guess something that's already starting to make it hard for the Ursus
Oh,
to get
there it
around.
is.
And they,
Yeah,
you
do it
called
anyway.
They do it anyway.
We're
You
probably
called it.
gonna see this Darkseer like jungle, cause he really can't lane.
Against the art, yeah.
I mean,
so
You kind of said it too. You're like Oracle isn't like your favorite for like team fight and stuff. This still gives DC like very heavy wombo combo team fight, which Oracle isn't really the best first.
10 seconds remaining.
if Darkseer like farms, let's say to level 4 or
seconds
maybe
remaining.
even 5, and then they smoke up with this Earthspit, they're gonna get some good kills. Like then the
Reserve
Oracle
time.
like purging isn't gonna be very effective, right? So, but like in the laning, then the Oracle is very good if Darkseer goes up there. I
DC's
think
turn to ban.
tanking.
What's your carry hero against Ursa for Wings here?
Not sure. It's actually so hard to think about it when you don't have like heroes in front of your screen.
Yeah.
To
10
look at
seconds
everything.
remaining.
We're so used to it. What do you like?
5 seconds remaining.
Well, I think a BKB hero is definitely preferred.
Mm-hmm.
Think.
Reserve time.
Could you play around with the slot?
No.
To disrupt their
just-
Earth Spirit
I
and
think
stuff. It's
they
a
might
little
want
hard.
Juggernaut.
Jug's okay. Jug's good versus the 3. He's not always like the best versus Ursa, I guess, but he can
I kind of like Luna again.
work.
10
Well, how
You
how
like
like
Luna?
how like Shadow placed his Jug, I think he could be good versus.
Okay.
I guess the healing ward false promise going to be very good against well DC with the disruptor spirit darks a lot of damage over time.
Yep.
That
I think
ban was not good.
the Void.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not.
Not a huge. I don't think Void has any place in this game for Wings, but we'll see. We'll see. I like Luna a lot for sure. I like Jug. Jug's weird because once again you're creating more value for this Ursa, like you said.
5
Maybe
seconds
perhaps for the
remaining.
early game. I think Wings are thinking about this. Like
Reserve time.
the spin against DC's lineup and just potential push.
It's just like Luna Oracle. You know, it secures your lane.
Yeah.
sure.
Luna sounds pretty good.
Yep.
Gives them some more team fight too.
But
on
the only
top of
thing about
natural
Wings
push.
is like they will never pick the same hero.
No,
Yeah.
They
it's
picked
very hard.
They do
They've
have.
already
picked the last
four-
time.
They do have 4 different heroes this game.
Yeah. Unless it's a 5th position
10
support,
seconds
then they will
remaining.
like think about playing it.
Stormban.
Wings Gaming's
If they pick
turn
Luna
to
here,
pick.
that's gonna be like something completely new that you
OD,
haven't seen.
yeah.
All right, there it is.
Something different, as you called it. Yeah, it's like they're not picking any of the
I
same
hate that
heroes.
pick.
Yeah, I actually don't
You don't like it,
understand it that like they're so reliant on Jakiro to push towers for them this game.
Yes, that's
And
yeah.
I just hate that pick. Like, you pick Timbersaw. They pick 2 heroes that
10
silence you, and then you pick an OD, a hero that just gets ruined by silence.
I wonder if they were like trying to block pick the OD here
Man stands ready.
or something.
There you go. Wombo combo.
Big wombo combo in DC.
I like DC's draft.
I like DC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
Much more than game one, they've managed to get through something really strong. You feel?
Yeah.
Hopefully, Weeha has a decent time mid with Ursa. I think he should do okay. Probably lose the lane, but probably passable.
Shadows on OD, yeah, like you mentioned.
Darkseer
like
just
Timber.
I think
maybe not even going to lane.
they might put the Sanking mid, and they might do like some Timber Jakiro offlane or something this game.
Okay. that'd be different.
I think they'd have to do like something like that because right now this Ursa is gonna destroy Timber.
Yeah, I
And
see your
with
point.
Earth Spirit, they're gonna like kill him so many times. It's not even cool.
There we have it. Game 2, Wings versus DC. So it seems like you go across the panel, you're all on board with DC should have the easier road to victory here with this lineup.
I think their path to victory is much more clear
Yeah.
than Wings.
Yeah.
I think Wings needs to group up and push towers and then somehow not get comboed
I think
by these heroes.
Prepare
I
for
think
battle.
Wings laning is what's gonna determine if they will even survive
For sure.
this game. Their laning is actually so important how they do it.
Yeah, the laning phase will be interesting because we talked about how Darkseer doesn't really have a great place in a lane versus an Oracle in most games. And
Oh, that's a mid OD. So safe lane Timbersaw.
okay.
Alright, so they're putting Shadow on the mid. That's alright. That's you know, it's probably better than what I said.
Are they doing an aggro tri lane with the Sand King?
Yeah, they definitely need to help the Sand King, right? Like you can't
Yeah.
just.
I mean, they have double regen on the Jakiro. He has HP pod and Tango, so I'm assuming that's going to be an pseudo aggro dual tri lane.
It's more likely gonna be a
Ooh.
duel.
Dual, right?
They've
Yeah.
got the setup here. It's a good field though. Is it going to be enough to hold them back? No, because Faith still comes in with a
Look at that poor
stun.
man shield. I don't think that guy's dying.
Yeah, they're pretty close to that tower.
I think they want to duel lane so Oracle can like make sure he screws with the Darkseer top and he
Mhm.
gets some pulls for himself.
Okay.
Get some levels going. I think if they just go aggro, they're gonna be extremely underleveled,
Mhm.
and Darkseer is gonna have like a decent time compared to just being shut down by an Oracle.
Yeah. That's definitely a good point.
So what are you looking to do with this draft as your Wings? As you said, the pushing isn't really going to be there. In terms of DC turning up to teamfight, you have a lineup that can just stop DC winning the full 5-on-5s. Is it just a case of just killing them to the point where DC just haven't got the strength to hold up against you moving down a lane?
You need to make the game like very scrappy. Like you can't really take 5-on-5 fights.
Yeah.
Jakiro just want to be poking at towers as much as he can, take map control, and just kind of press out DC. OD, before they take any 5-on-5s, OD is absolutely going to need a BKB, and Timbersaw is going to want like a Lotus Orb.
Top lane, Moon and Misery. Already playing aggressive here onto Blink and Y. And we'll see how much the Oracle can deal with this Darkseer lane up on top. Mid lane matchup, so Shadow on the OD against Weeha versus this. How's Weeha going to do? He's got the poor man's shield. Is that enough to expect him to do alright against an OD?
He should do okay, but
Yeah.
I think he'll start to fall a little behind, just because the Astral into denies and all that, but it should be a fairly even lane.
And then this bottom lane, as we're seeing already, Ice just spamming out the fire onto Rezo.
I think this is really going to hurt Resolution, because both these heroes really interfere with how Sven is actually able to farm with Liquid Fire and Dual Breath, and then Caustic going to be coming out soon.
This is a pretty hard lane for this one.
Yeah.
Their kill potential is like only when the Earth Spirit comes down there, and Wings have like they can push out the lane without casting spells pretty
Yeah.
much because they have this caustic and stuff.
And they double block the camps, so there's not even any like farm options.
Oh, it seems like DC got to farm the side camp on top with the Darkseer and the Earth Spirit. That's gonna help
Oh,
this
yeah.
Darkseer quite a bit. He's already level 3 or almost level 3.
I think Wings maybe underestimated the Darkseer Earth Spirit dual lane. They're actually able to lane up there against Timbersaw.
I think most of his farm came from the side there, and I think like when you play against these Darkseer lanes, you don't really want to let them do that, right?
No, you don't. I mean, well, I think they thought they were going to have a free lane.
That's true. Yeah.
Mid lane.
So they, like,
Shadow's in trouble.
Yeah, they could get the kill here by the looks of it. Astral still on cooldown. It put the Fairy Fire, ain't going to save his life. Weeha getting the first blood with a thanks to Misery's rotation.
Where did he come from? Did they not have a word on the top rune? I think
Yeah, they do.
Dire have a word.
Yeah,
I
there.
think that he walked through it too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he definitely did when he came down past the side camp. Yeah, so OD just not playing as safe as he needed to.
He's poisoned.
Trying to shoot down. In fact, maybe trying to see if they can help Resolution get a kill in return, but it looks unlikely as Wings to drop one. And the Burrow Strike still available coming in. See if they can get away with this one. Fabian's going to look for the block off, allowing Ice to get the touches in.
Here's a mango. Might
And
go
they
for
finish this.
He might do it, yeah. He's gonna go for it. He's got the stun.
TP will come back in from Saxa, but he himself
What?
could also
He
be
was
maybe in a
offside.
bit of trouble.
Oh,
No,
no.
okay, Ice will fall in return, but at the end of the day, they do get a double kill out of it, Wings. And yeah, just putting the pressure onto Resolution and making sure that this man has a tough time in these early minutes of the game.
I mean, it's pretty big though how well this Darkseer's doing.
Oh my god.
He had 9 stacks of Fury swipes on him.
What just happened?
He nearly died.
I think we just threw the lane right now.
I mean, Shadow. Well, he did a different build though, right? Everybody's been doing 0-2-2. He went for the one build in the whatever. That,
Yeah, and I guess that extra bit of damage
Arcane Orb
meant that he won the ban fight there.
Yeah.
Bottom lane, Faith coming in. Ice Ice is there, but Saxa will be around to maybe help turn it around. They'll drop the Storm Ham onto Jakiro. Misery rolling forward. Resolution is going to be kept alive. Which could DC get a killing response? Faith Bian very low.
I think
Low enough to die.
Big
Wings are
damage.
very happy with that one.
Level 2 dual breath. One of the nukes in the game that people.
Oh, got him.
He's
Level 2
nearly got
caustic.
mana. He's nearly got mana for the fur, but
He'll
yeah, the
pop.
caustic.
Oh, maybe not. The Tango might save him.
No.
Oh, so close.
Can Faith play his way out of this though? I mean, he's going to be wasting the time. Rezo and Sax are looking for him. And it looks like he might just get away.
Oh.
Sax has got a glimpse.
Oh, they should be able to get him.
Rezo's gone back to the lane though to farm.
Uh-oh.
Okay, there, he'll pop back. He's eating a mango. He's got a Storm Hammer.
So it seems like Darkseer has been permanently jungling now. But he got his levels.
Yeah,
that's all he wanted.
Successful
Very
early
well.
game from Moon Meander.
Yeah, he's gonna go heal. Probably maybe make a play with the Ursa or the Earth Spirit, perhaps. Because going back top doesn't seem very. He probably won't be that happy.
And why is Poe's mid ready for any kind of play like that though?
What's that?
Oh, they've got the Oracle mid.
Soxa going down again.
Yeah, Sox is dead. 65 base damage, Jakiro.
This bottom lane is so vicious.
Oh, Misery looking to lead in. Weehaw coming through as well. A good stun from the Earth Spirit, catching both of them out. And DC to take down the Oracle. If there's anything more out of this one, Moon's just going to clear it up.
So this Shadow, he keeps Astral. I think he's astraling for creeps or something. But like they're just killing. They're getting a kill every time he astrals.
Yeah.
So right as the astral goes out, they make the play.
Bottom lane, Resolution. Has found himself 23 CS, still keeping himself up there, but as we can see, the real winner in the laning stage, certainly Timbersaw, getting a totally free lane now up top as well with this kind of focus from DC on the mid lane. I'll start to send a couple of them back up towards top Darkseer and Earth Spirit, but space was given for Timber. Bottom lane, pressure being put on by Ice Ice. Sax and Rezo hanging behind the tower as Faith in the neighborhood as well.
Resolution.
Can't
hates
even
his life
attack.
right now.
He's very sad.
Good stuff from Misery, actually kind of catchy blink post Timber Chain. Let's get the second one up though. And yeah, the Iron Shell, not nearly enough damage to bring down this Timbersaw.
Looks like it's time to take a trip back to base again for Radiant.
They're getting low. I mean, who do you think is like winning this laning phase? Is Sven just like very crippled?
Yeah, I think Wings, like mid is their only real problem, the Ursa. But like, I'm not sure if they're winning the laning phase hard enough, because when DC, they start building these BKBs, it's going to be very hard for
Yeah.
Wings to play against.
Yeah, Sven's got to get there though. And he's a long way from there.
Right.
I think it's. I really like it for
I wa-
Wings just because like the Sand King would like is having such a great start. He's gonna have like such a. He's probably gonna have such a beautiful.
Do they
game.
have any stacks for the Sun yet? With the Ancients, maybe?
I don't think so. I think the big concern for Wings though is your tricore here is OD, Timber, Sand King.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you said, any like BKB hero is gonna have a field day with this lineup.
Yeah,
So.
they have two of them too.
And at that point, they need to be very reliant on being able to kite their opponents, whether that's through force staffs or blink daggers or.
This is a dead Jakiro.
Tara,
Yeah,
oh,
no,
no,
Deny.
Deny was there, yeah,
No.
Moon getting the final touch.
Midbeyond wants to go in.
Wants
Resolution's
to
very
help out
low.
his boy Ice Ice, still alive, and in fact he's going to be able to get himself
What's
off to
happening?
the side, but Fate Bian indeed coming in, trying for a save. Two-man burrow strike, but Wings, they are surrounded. He gets the
Wow.
epicenter off, and in fact brings down one,
Oh
brings down
my.
two with him. So they do lose two Wings, but they get
4
two in return.
HP.
He's actually trying to get himself out, but the Purifying Flames from White finishes him off, and Wings end up taking the favorable trade in terms of numbers.
Dude, when Faith Beyond gives no fucks, you know? There's like four
Really
guys
doesn't.
running after this THD. He
Epicenter.
just runs in there. Doesn't give a fuck.
I think like 90% of players would have just been like, alright, peace, dude.
Yeah,
But
you're,
nope,
you're
he just
dead.
goes in.
You're sorry, you got the tower. They're like, no, we're gonna kill everybody. Let's go.
Did he have raindrop on the Sand King too? Because I know he used a fairy fire. Because he
did.
survived for he survived a very long time.
Dude, that Sven ended up with like 200 health too, right?
Yeah.
So
So
he had to get
he
out
had
of
to
there.
like go heal, or he's waiting for some flask. He's not even farming. They don't even feel good about what just happened bottom. DC.
Top lane Misery seeing if he can set something up onto the Lincoln and deep with the help of Weehigh will. Good stun as well from Misery to help follow through, but potentially a second kill. They've got the slow here.
No ice bath.
Ice maybe looking for some
Thank
sort of
you.
denial duke. Oh, not going to make it though. Weehigh to pick up a second kill.
It's gonna
That
be
Timber.
They
the
really need
Weehaw
that.
show again.
Yeah, that Timber kill was massive. He got what? He got like 550 gold or something just for killing him.
How close is he to his dagger now?
Like 1k off, I think. Yeah.
I think the thing I like about the Ursa this game though is like they have that disruptor, and in the late game when Ursa jumps on someone, they're in a kinetic field, can't really save them. They can Oracle ult him, or Astral him, but there's no Force Staffs to help him get away when they're inside that kinetic field. So his damage will most likely be able to connect.
Yep, that's very true.
And we saw him dominate, up against OG, but once OG went 4 Force Staffs, and then no matter how much Ursa was dominating, his hero was just kind of useless in the late game.
I guess this disruptor pick is pretty high value.
I think it worked really well with Ursa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they picked it was the second pick. That was their opening pick combo, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's a disruptor straight up. Yep. Yeah.
Oh, you mean the Ursa?
The Ursa Disruptor, they picked
Yeah.
both together.
First two picks. Yeah.
I think it's a good combo.
Blink Dagger's now done for Faith Beyond, so we'll see if Wings can start to make some movements with this. I mean, is there any kind of one in particular you're looking to hunt down? Are you still looking to cripple the Sven even more, or is now your target Weehigh because he's starting to get a little bit too far ahead?
Well, they took the 2 towers, top and bottom. I think they just want the last tier 1, to be honest, for Wings.
Oh, Faith Beyond's going in on Weehaw.
Coming in with the Epi, and he's not even getting a chance to get the Enrage off. And that
just
kill
walk
can-
to mid lane.
Yeah, certainly result in the potential tower here, but it looks like DC will try and defend. They're going to send Moon TPing across.
They don't have their Jakiro there. That's their tower hitter, so they can't push that.
Jakiro's farming.
Jakiro's
what's
just
Jakiro
farming.
up to,
Farsight's
guys?
going carry.
He doesn't care.
Oh, it doesn't have his ult as 6th. What do you think of that?
I think he's just trying to farm.
Yeah, he just
Isn't his ult like a better farming tool?
Yeah, probably, but he went Tranquil Boots, so he doesn't look a huge mana pool. Oh, action.
Drop a
Disruptor all off
Static
the
Storm.
target.
Yeah, OD kind of
Oracle
caught the
off?
side of this.
Or silence. Oh,
nice silence
Yeah,
by
but
Misery.
Misery's been pulling out some great plays so far this game. Some really nice stunts and silences. Faith Beyond coming back in there with a 3-man burst strike. Weehigh
Girls
turns,
here.
rips it to the SK, will take down Faith Beyond. Will be dropped by Moon Meander, making this very hard for Wings to stick around and fight into, and they will back off. DC
That says
indeed
Blink.
with a good fight there.
Wow.
And as you said, just Misery with some clutch silences, making sure that no help at all came in from the Oracle.
Space for resolution.
Absolutely res it. How's that? Is he they're starting to stack up the Ancients yet? Or
Yeah, he has a small wild
yeah,
wing.
it's just down. Yeah. So we'll see if Wings can do anything to take a test that. Do you think we'll see them try and challenge the
Whoa, Weehaw? What you up to there?
the
mid
Oracle
lane?
heal though and the Enrage? Actually, okay.
Force the ult.
Yep. Make sure that they get the kill, but as we saw there,
It's going Aether Lens on OD.
Is it?
is he?
I mean, right? There's an Arcane Orb. Arcane booster there, right? Energy
Greaves.
booster?
Maybe he's gonna like save whoever's in kinetic field with his Aether ones. I don't know.
That is something I don't think we've seen before on OD.
I've seen
Where-
some pub
I've seen it in
guys
pubs.
build
Okay,
it,
in
but
pubs. Yeah.
I don't know how good it is.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
About to find out.
Yeah.
How does the spell amplification works on your Arcane Orb, right? The 8%.
Yeah, and
So, and on your Astral. Oh, you one-shot creep waves too, I think, right? You one-shot that with your... I don't know.
no, I don't know.
Whatever.
But I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's nice in a game like this because I think the OD definitely has to make a lot of defensive plays this game.
Good ice bar follow through onto Misery.
Oh, that
Misery trying to roll himself away. He's not going to make it. And in fact, they're going to lose more as Faith Beyond coming in with the epicenter. Burrow strike onto a
Buyback.
second. There'll be a buyback from Misery. Let me see if they could do anything to turn around this fight, or at least make sure that Wings don't commit for that kill onto Moon.
The
As
thing
he's
is-
able to get out.
They've already used Disruptor out there, so there's like not really a fight to happen. Wings see the buyback from Mercy and just back off. I
They're
think
doing
DC lost a lot.
They're doing a pretty good job though of fighting like 4v5 on DC while Rezo is just farming. So it's like, you know, of course they didn't really get a kill out of it, which they obviously wanted, but it's not the, I guess, the worst. Shadow, oh my god.
Kind of sucks that Wings can't
Almost
take
got
this
handled.
Ancients either. Guess that's the product of their cores.
Full magic damage cores, yeah.
And then we'll take Rezo's creep there. But yeah, at the moment, 11 for 10. Wings with the 2 highest net worth. Rezo is catching up though. I mean, is this working better for Wings than you expected, or was it always expected the Wings were going to have an alright early game? It's just more of a case of how they actually transition this into a win.
I'd say it's working better than I expected. I think that limiting the Sven in the laning phase was very, very good for them. It's, you know, making this game look like they could potentially win. But still favor DC.
We
Yeah, still
also
favorite.
made some mistakes, and I was like, Daggers very much slowed. I thought he would have it like at minute 11 or something, or 12 or whatever.
Very true. Couple deaths from.
Yeah, they're still, Wings is still definitely going to struggle. Like, whenever those BKBs come out, I know it's still long ways away, but it's going to be, they have to kite the BKBs really hard. Bloodstone now in Timber, Blink Ursa.
Saber being worked on by Resolution.
Yeah, he's caught up fairly significantly.
Yeah.
Top net worth after being pressured so hard.
It's
Want
very,
the rush?
it's a very strange game because neither team has really a neither team has like a vision hero, and the only like building hitter is Jakiro,
Yeah.
I think. So it's like it's all about like who can win the ward game, and then that person's gonna have the advantage in the team fights.
Yeah, and since Wings have the more towers, it's gonna be much easier for them to get vision out, to be honest.
DC's, they were pinging that smoke. They have a ward on the river that saw everybody kind of grouping up. They don't know that it happened just yet, but Misery seemed to know. He was pinging.
Yeah, we'll
Is
see
that a
how
5-man
safe they
smoke
play.
there?
Yep, the full team coming in from Wings.
The problem is this is kind of their only play for Wings. Like their play is to like smoke or to go find kills and kill heroes, where DC can just be like content just kind of chilling out and farming out their lanes.
Yeah. I think this Darkseer, like pushing out the lane, is gonna be very annoying for Wings.
Yeah, absolutely. I kind of forgot about Darkseer, but for sure the Sven also just split pushing, and Darkseer not even have to be in lanes. Super beneficial for them.
Yeah, interesting. Wings kind of they swing across, they check out Roshan, they don't find anyone, so they give up on the smoke attempt, and now DC themselves making the call to smoke up in response, and they'll look to get the jump.
Are they
See
going into
Shadow,
rush,
they
or are
see
they going
Faith
for the
Beyond.
They are trying to jump in.
They might be giving Wings exactly what they want though, right here.
They're a bit split up.
Yeah, Wings. Faith Beyond's going to see if he gets the opportunity to go in. Roche strikes immediately onto the Disruptor. The follow through Ice Path. Saxa should fall here. They'll lose the Disruptor, DC. Questions if Wings can get anything else out of this already. DC trying to get themselves out, but Faith Beyond jumps forward with the Burrow Strike onto Moon. They turn around with the wall, but the Ice Path trapping off the Darkseer, allowing Blink to pick up a second kill. Weehar's coming back in onto Shadow, but the false promise. The Astral's there to kite up the Ursa. Weehar can't finish off the kill. The tanking comes back in with the Burrow Strike. Blink gets a triple kill. They do still lose the OD, but it's a 3-for-1 trade, and it may not be over yet. Resolution's trying to run, but Wings, they're on the hunt. Blink, Timber chains up to the high ground. Faith Beyond jumps in. Blink's Burrow Strike. They'll take a 4th kill. Ultra kill for Blink. Oh, what a time to do it as well indeed, after he picked up the Bloodstone straight up to 16 charges. And a fantastic fight for Wings. And as you said, DC kind of gave it to, walked into a position, split up, and Wings were there ready to take it.
I mean, you said it, Theban, right? This guy, it doesn't matter if there's an Ursa, Disruptor, or anything like that. He just manages to somehow be able to go berserk on this hero. Now we'll pick up an ultra kill. I actually think Shadow made a little bit of a mistake there, Astral himself. I think the Oracle and his bottle could have actually maybe pulled the sustain to heal him on him.
Yeah.
But it's just it's like a small little marginal mistake, and it's still a huge fight for Wings.
I'm not sure how like DC are feeling right now, but
They're not feeling good by the looks of that. Oi, 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 Beyond in.
yeah, there's really some chaotic.
Yeah, I don't think they're feeling good.
Yeah,
What-
like I thought they were content with farming out
Yeah,
the,
that's what I was gonna ask
the
you.
waves and stuff.
Why do you think they smoked and felt like they had to go take that fight uphill?
I mean, we can't predict like how they feel inside the game, right? Maybe how Wings are playing and how they smoked and not showing anyone. They felt scared all the time.
I
and they
felt
wanna
like
smoke.
maybe they thought the Timbersaw was just taking Roche and Odie was smacking it.
Oh yeah, maybe.
So like
That takes
was,
like an hour.
yeah,
to
but like
kill.
they were off the map. Like either they're looking for someone or they're just slowly doing that
Right,
Roche. And maybe in that sense it was an overreaction.
Resolution?
from DC.
The thing is, like, the Sven doesn't even have dagger yet, so he's not
Yeah.
really getting on top of anyone that easily.
Nice ice. They're dropping both Magnetize and Static Storm onto him, but
I think he's
they're
fine.
just walking out. That's DC using both of the ultimates there and not finding anything. Wings topped up back to full health thanks to Wise heals. And
They're
yeah.
getting items that they need to
Yep.
be able to have that kite ability for when those BKBs, if the BKBs do ever come out as well. They've already got now Yules on Jakiro, 4-staff for the OD, I
Courier
think
is
another
stacked.
4-staff.
Look at that. It's all coming out.
Yule Sand King.
Yules sinking as well, yeah. So Wings should be feeling pretty damn good right now. Moon in some trouble, getting bursted.
I
He
feel
doesn't have the
like-
mech either.
He's actually going to
Going
drop the
for
wall.
it.
He'll get the SK kill.
That was sick.
Wow.
And actually
Oh
survive.
my.
Now they might even get Blink off the back of it as well. They'll hit the stun. Moon just hiding in the tree line. He has got no how to play with Blink. He's hunting for him.
Blink
He wants to
knows.
find him.
Oh,
And he's seen him. Oh! He's not getting away. Moon will fall, but Blink may pay off his life. We are and Misery looking to finish him off. Good
Oh,
stun will
good
allow
stun.
me to get
Got
the
him.
punches in. And they'll take that kill. And indeed, that's a good streak to end as well. A tasty bit of gold going over to Weeheart. The rest of Wings now turning up. They'll look to punish Misery as Wise Shadow. Eyesight surround him.
Still
get it.
space.
that's still big for Moon. I didn't even notice he didn't even have the mech still
Yeah,
at that
yeah.
point. He only had a buckler.
And-
Now he finishes it.
I mean, Moon just like created something out of nothing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this SK just
Dyer's top
gave him a lot of gold. They lost Bloodstone charges, and Wings had to like leave the pit to go save them or something.
Yeah, that's why it took so long for them to react there. I was wondering like where their teammates at.
Yeah,
They were
because normally
smacking
Wings
Roche.
is like 5 men already there, right?
Yeah.
But nice that the Wings still get the opportunity to take Roshan, get Aegis. And of course, as we saw at the end there, Blink, he was literally dead for a few seconds, was able to bots back in and at least pick up an extra Bloodstone charge after losing some, as he was in the vicinity when the
Yeah.
Earth Spirit went down.
Well, what's oh, you got 4 staff and Aether?
Yeah, they're all building Force and Yules up there. Every single one of the ones on Wings.
I mean, the Disruptor's not gonna have eggs, like unless they win 10 fights or something.
Yules is nice.
What else?
Not only can they remove silencers from themselves, they can throw themselves up in the air when
They get
DC's,
grips,
Ursas,
yeah.
and Svens use their BKBs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They have that nice kite ability. And he actually, Rezo's going straight for the BKB, no Blink Dagger in between even.
Yeah, he has no TP on his OD.
Shadow, can he kite this one out? There will be TPs coming through. Wings are moving across. Can they get here in time? Shadow will hold back Ursa.
Oh, this-
Resolution starting to move in with the
This
God
is
Strength.
scary
for
The Echo
DC.
Saber slow, but Wise turned up in time. Odie's going to be fine. And now Wings looking for a potential turnaround. Resolution to head up to the north. He's got the TP. He'll head immediately out. And Weeharp will be able to run himself away as well. Oh, I say that. Saxor is in the neighborhood. They could look to try and help him out. Looks like, yeah, Resolution's presence as well will be enough to stop Wings from fully committing for that. But as we can see, Wings just
Oh my
taking a step
God.
ahead. Faith,
Fifth beyond wants
he's got
in.
the Epi.
Dyer's middle tower.
Blink Dagger in 5 seconds. If any type of defense comes out from DC, it could
They
be heavily
They're
punished.
so close to BKB on Sven. There's like no
Oh,
way.
spotted.
And finding Misery, hiding in the tree line. The Chakram's going to be there with a follow-through damage, holding in place the Oracle.
oh,
The
huge
combo.
The vacuum wall to fall. They get in the midst of it as well. They're trying to back off. Keeping the Sand King alive here. White doing his best to keep Faith Bian alive, allowing him to Sandstorm in the midst of it all, but Misery hits the stun across. No one's dying yet on the side of Wings. Finally, they lose the Jakiro, but they've lost Misery on the Earth Spirit. And even though it looked like a fabulous kind of combo from Moon, it just wasn't enough. The heals from Y, they're beautifully done, keeping alive his teammates. And at the end of the day, it's just a 1-for-1 trade, and Wings, they're going to even find the tier 2 off it as well, so they'll be happy with that.
Yeah, you saw like the Sven, he was like running back and forth. He wanted to finish his BKB. He had like 300 gold or something
Oh.
left for it. Or yeah, he's like 500 gold away. And he didn't have his ult either, so he didn't want to take that fight. But if he was there when DC got like
That
this
would have been...
combo, then it would have been, yeah. Like, the thing is, that was just Wings making a mistake in a way, right? They like funneled into this area to try and get the Earth Spirit.
Yeah.
So he couldn't really like account for that, I guess.
Yeah,
But maybe in a
it's-
game like this, you should.
you got to take chances somewhere.
Yeah.
If you're in the position that DC is in at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, if a God Strength Sven was there, that would have been 3 or 4 kills, and would have been Odie's Aegis, and maybe they would have been able to follow that up with a kill right after.
I guess the other issue is like he doesn't have dagger on the Sven either, so
Yeah.
it's hard for him
Yeah,
to.
I mean he shouldn't be there. Like There's no way that like Sand King should have found our spirit.
Yeah,
That was
exactly.
like super like random and lucky.
Ice in trouble. His team coming in. In fact, is his team going to be able to save him? There they are. DC can't get away with this kill, and Wings, they'll move in immediately trying to punish it. Burrow strike onto Moon. He goes for the TP out, but he's going to be held in place by the Yule Scepter, and DC lose a Darkseer. And this is going to be frustrating if you're DC. When you see a Jakiro, you're moving the Ursa around looking to get the pick off, but Wings, as you said at T-Bag, they're always there with response, and you're not getting the kill, and suddenly you're losing your life.
They're just like dancing around, you know, like how Wings play is so good.
Yep, just gotta limit your deaths if you're DC here. Get Sven to that to that BKB for sure. Hopefully a blink, and then you gotta rely on your wombo combos to turn this game around.
Oh, yeah. And this has got to be impressive. We talked about in the draft, one of the big lackings for Wings, how do they hit towers? It's 23 minutes in. They're on the verge of taking the final tier 2 off the map. This is...
Well, if they wouldn't have picked the Jakiro, they definitely wouldn't have all these towers on the map, so I do like them working in that building hitter.
You see this Jakiro's build?
Doesn't even care about macro pyre, dude.
So ultimate.
Oh, it doesn't have ult, huh?
I think that spell's amazing. Like you just farm waves and then they can't contest. Or
Okay,
like it's good team fighting spell too.
I mean, he went for the dual breath obviously in the liquid fire for the laning phase, and then I guess he just felt he needed the ice path for like the team fight instead of I don't know, just more control.
Yeah. I mean, I would like at
BKBs.
least 1 point so you can like play some waves, right? It's like quite
just
nice
like
for that.
It's pretty
throw it
massive.
on a wave and walk away.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, looking back to something we mentioned earlier, how much does the momentum of this change when we start to see both Weehaw and Resolution's BKBs come into play in the team fights? Is it going to be very, very hard for Wings to fight
Well,
into?
he's actually 200 gold from Blink Dagger. Holy shit, he farmed so much in
Did he
that
farm
time.
an ancient stack?
Yeah,
or
I think he
something?
farmed a big stack. Yeah, there was a big stack there. Anyway, like if he gets to Dagger, then it's gonna be real big. Like if he can burst some Oracle, or maybe even Jakiro. I'm not sure if he can burst Jakiro, but if he kills one of those guys first.
Not to Ice,
there
there's
it
going to be a
is.
stun and a run from Fabian. He's going to get glimpsed back though, some nice play from Saxer, vacuumed in as well. Shadow coming across, seeing if he can help out his teammate, Faith. He plays his way out, there'll be an Astral to allow Faith to get that Blink Dagger back off cooldown. Fabian, he's not going to jump out, he's going to get caught out by the stun immediately, and DC fine too. Now with Resolution's got straight for BKB, looking to move in for more. He's going to chase down the Oracle, the glimpse back and silence onto Shadow, making sure there's no way that he can Astral or play his way out of it. DC to find the Oracle as well. And that is exactly the fight that we needed to see from DC to keep them in the game.
Double BKBs now.
Their timing is here. The 2 BKBs, like this is where Wings are gonna be very confused as to how to team fight. Like these long, prolonged fights, these glimpses, they're gonna come off cooldown after the first one. You're gonna save them, whoever gets glimpsed the first time, but then when it's up again, you're definitely dying.
Very, very confident play. Maybe a little too confident from Wings there, and almost like a game salvaging invis for Resolution on the Sven. Finding Wings on the map, without any wards, and kind of
Without a dagger either.
Yeah, and seeing them and being able to have his whole team set up for that team fight there.
They want to fight here. Wings jumping straight in. They know
BKB
Rezo's
still
still got that
cooldown.
BKB on cooldown, and indeed they chop straight through, bring them down low, get the chance for a 2-man Storm Hammer, but gets nuked down by the Purifying Flames. We pops the BKB and immediately just goes for the straight TP out. He doesn't want to stick around for this one, and Wings, they're chasing down for more. Not only getting Resolution, but also picking up Moon Meander on the retreat, and suddenly back and forth. It swings back round. DC lose 2. They're both out for 50 seconds, no buyback.
Gotta be careful, DC. Just because you win one team fight doesn't mean you're ready to fight.
Yeah, I really felt like they should be content with getting farm and waiting all their cooldowns again.
Oh, here comes an epicenter. Wings finding pick after pick. Can they finish this off though? There's backup Misery. He won't be able to play his way out of this as Blink turns up for the Bloodstone charge. A 3rd kill, and now ready to push in. Weehaw and Sax are the only 2 alive. 20 seconds though, and they do have both the DS and the Sven. We'll see how much Wings can get done in this time frame, but the pressure's certainly turning up against DC. They're going to have to use some big hold. They will have all ults available when they're back up though, and they do have that combo that they can use.
I wonder if they are going to use a smoke to really set up this wombo combo.
Does Saxer have a dagger?
Yeah, they have a smoke there. They're definitely going to burn it. No, you won't. Glimmer. Oh, no smoke. They're just going for it.
Saxo looking to open up onto Blink. Drop the static storming traps.
No Yules for Timber,
Timber.
but
OD save.
Yeah, because DC just knowing that it's going to be hard to get it jumping onto anyone. Faith comes forward, making sure that Weehaw doesn't close in onto Blink post Astral. With the Stormhammer, but there's one Yule's holding him back. They do manage to get the Sand King back in the field, but again, these Astrals holding them. It's a good vacuum wall, but where's the follow-through? Resolution jumps in, takes down the Oracle, looks towards Fabian. It's a double call for Rezel. He's not done. Stormhammer, another touch. They'll find a third. DC, the successful defense, and they're not done yet. Misery kicks the stone across the trees. He knows you're hiding there. You can run, but you can't hide, he says, as they do take 4 of Wings. And this game, again, back and forth, it's going both ways very, very quickly. And that's a huge, huge way, though, for it to swing for DC. Massive gold increase.
See how fast DC learns. They try and push this tower again. Jakiro's up in 30. Sand King's up in 20. Probably just going to farm it out, wait for their BKBs. You know, like we said, the BKBs make their cores untouchable.
Yeah, that was
Fights.
a really nice hold. Like, they went for the proper target on the Oracle and killed him before he can get his ult off, and then Wings just like sort of crumble from there.
Sven going for Bloodthorn this game? Or just maybe just that Daedalus for more burst damage?
Oh, Bloodthorn, that sounds
I
really
think
good.
both are very
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
I don't think he needs Daedalus. Like, he's playing as OD and Timbersaw, right? So you want the silence. And Oracle as well. You just want to silence the Oracle, maybe.
Yeah, the silence is nice. True Strike not super useful.
They've got a lot of Yules, though, to kind of kite out the
Yeah.
silence.
That's true. That's what I was thinking. Maybe just the more
Yeah.
burst from Daedalus might.
Well, I guess the Bloodthorn for the Ursa could be really good. Like, if you stun someone, and then he just like goes ham on them and just like critting on every hit.
True. The damage bonuses is nice for your teammates. But in terms of raw damage, maybe Daedalus.
Yeah.
Little more bursty. Makes that Echo Saber hit a little harder.
It's also easier to play with, right? The Daedalus.
Yeah, it's one
like
less-
one less thing.
one less button.
Yeah, exactly. One less button.
That's a thing.
Yeah, it is. You always want to think about that. Whatever makes it easy for you to play Dota. That's what matters.
Diffu, who's going to be the pickup for Wii. I'll have that ready for the next fight.
Yeah, that'll be nice dealing with the Oracle. Being able to not just have to BKB every time he gets Fate's Edict.
Purge off the Yule Scepters as well.
Oh yeah, that too. Forgot about that.
Should be pretty good.
I mean, as we're seeing, that obviously DC doing very well in some of these fights with the BKBs. At the same time, how small is their window? Once the BKB charges start to get low again, are they still okay because they've scaled so well with the heroes, or
That
is
is
it going to get
true.
harder once they get down?
The shorter their BKBs get, I suppose, the harder the game gets for them. I still favor DC in the late game just because of the kind of heroes they have, and that Wings is kind of missing out on that any sort of like physical damage.
Yeah.
You know, it's Wings. I feel like they can still win this game. I just really like DC and where they're at right now and where they're going.
Yeah, Shadow's like, you know, usually you see like the performance from like ODs and stuff. It's like these big ultimates and big like damage dealing and stuff. But like now that they have their BKBs, he's pretty much just he's kind of like a saver. He's just saving his buddies before they can do anything.
BKB. I don't know. He can't really do anything in fights.
He just
gets
gets silenced. Yeah, OD.
Yeah.
He's going some weird items in my opinion.
Shivas, he's going, right?
Yeah, Shiva.
Well, the Shivas would have been good if he had it like 5 minutes earlier.
They already have one though,
or
right?
something. Wait, Timber? Oh, he
Yeah.
really does. Oh, man. Good question.
AC.
Is he going Lotus Orb? The
Lotus,
full save your
really.
mates OD build?
Some
I mean, he already has an Aether Lens, so
Sand King going Ags as well. I feel like all these cores need BKB. Maybe not Timbersaw, but OD and Sand King probably
yeah, he OD definitely needs it.
want BKBs.
There's some utility OD right here.
Yeah.
This is potentially a scary fight as well for Wings to come into because Rezo has a DD. Top lane Blink just keeping on the pressure.
Timbersaw split push.
Or MSS talking. Hey, did you cast the other day too with MSS?
No.
He's
Why?
talking about how he wants to buy Blightstone on Timbersaw.
Because
he
you're
hit-
hitting towers
Because
so
he hits
much.
towers so much.
Oh.
He's like, it's the new meta. Like, forget the stick, get a Blightstone.
Rezo
Oh, Rezo.
on the front of this smoke gank
Gets
here.
caught by the
Fabian
stun.
immediately coming in, they'll get the Ice.
Oh.
No, it's just off the mark, so
Miss.
Rezo's allowed to put the BKB with the God Strike trying to turn, but there's your Astral, making out for Resolution to lock down on one target. He jumps across to Ice, but he
BKBs
forces
are
away.
used.
Blink backing up, and indeed these BKBs, they're going to time out soon. And Wings may want to come back in, and indeed they do. Fabian jumps in onto Misery with the stun. Rezo turning in, trying to get the
Darkseid's
storm up, but
waiting.
the Yule Scepter's just kiting them
A
up. Static
combo.
Storm's down. It will get the Vacuum Wall trapping both the Timbersaw and the OD.
Oracle.
The follow-through stuff from Misery gets it onto Blink and Y. They've lost OD, Magnetized ticking down onto second hero. They've lost two. Fabian comes back in, trying to find something in return. It's a big kill as they get Weeha, but they're losing so many numbers. The Ice Wall's huge again from Jakira, catching out three. But DC surrounding Fabian. ready to take down the SK. And they may even look for the Jakiros as
Timber
well.
buyback.
Ice Ice is trying to finish off something. Indeed, with the Timbersaw turning back up, but Ice Ice is gone.
He got glimpsed
He got
back to
glimpsed
base.
back to base. Yeah, that was a big play from Soxa there.
That's such a
Oh,
big
yeah,
loss
yeah.
for Wings. He bought out. He doesn't even get to clean up anything.
And it is going to be
He's
the
gonna be the
Bloodthorn
Bloodthorn,
build.
yeah.
For Resolution. But yeah, again, as you said, just another fantastic fight for DC.
Yeah.
Odie's a total useless. Like
He's not doing anything, right?
He astraled the Timber, right? Saved him from that initial initiation from the Sven, right? And then he just died instantly. Like he died to like cleave, or he died to, I don't know.
It was a sick boulder kick by Misery. I think
Yeah,
it
let's-
catches
yeah,
the
it's watch the
Oracle.
replay.
He's getting
Yeah, we're
Misery,
gonna see it, I
Misery's
think.
been playing a fantastic Hurt Spirit this game. There we go. Bam.
Yeah, there's the
1,
kick,
2, 3.
catches the
3
Oracle.
stuns.
Yeah.
3 stuns.
Yeah, he just got cleaved down by Sven too. But
I would love to know how many times Odie got a right click in that fight.
Right? I don't feel like he's able to even get any auto attacks off.
Yeah, I think like his build is actually just game ruining him.
I mean,
right now.
if OD's in your pubs, we're building Aetherlands mid, would you report them?
Aethelon's whatever. Like just get a BKB at some point. Or at least
Yeah.
attempt to go for it.
You're playing for so much silence.
If he
so.
can get some hits off, you know, he's gonna snowball the fight. But with the build that he has right now, it's not really possible. And he can't rely on Oracle to ult him either, because Oracle has to ult like some Timber or THD or something that they initiate. I don't know.
Yeah, you need Oracle
Right.
needs to bail out someone who gets stunned before they're able to force staff out or blink out or Yules themselves or BK to get astraled. And the great thing about the OD getting a BKB is he's always going to be able to bail someone out as well with that astral.
Because Misery has what? He has Blink now, I think? Yeah, so it's a lot easier to set up for the Wombo combos and just get the silence at least on the Oracle in the back line.
This game is turning to the inevitable end of Wings that we talked about from the end of the drafts actually.
Yeah.
Oh, he's around the Roshan pit at the moment from Wings. Something that, yeah, despite having the S, it doesn't feel like we've seen DC prioritize that heavily this game.
Yeah, pretty hard for them to get in there.
You can see the jump in on bottom. Okay, just with a quick burrow strike, so we'll still find the tower.
Yeah, now Wings feels like in a kind of a weird spot now too. They're like they don't really want to fight because of this Wombo combo that DC has, like we keep mentioning, but they don't even have anywhere to
Oh,
go.
look at that!
All that blood flow.
It came out too early though. I think should let some stacks on that Roche first.
Looks like he's ready to jump in on this one. But of course with that ward, DC see it all.
Yeah, they didn't commit the like Sven ult or anything to it. They just want to make sure that Wings are all there.
And
Here
then
it
go
is,
for
the
the
wrap
wraparound.
around.
They scan the left side though.
Rezo jumps in immediately,
wow.
taking down the Jakiro. They'll turn towards Faith Bian. Got the vision here, they'll chop him down. No, he survives. The
Precious,
Astral
yeah.
again, buying the SK some time. He's allowed to blink out. There'll be a buyback from Ice Ice. So just the Jakiro going down and quickly buying back in here.
I mean, they're pretty content with this. Wings can't really do Roshan, so and even if they do, it takes too long, and DC will be ready to fight them. So they're just gonna go back, wait for the Sven ultimate again. It's really a big spell.
2 BKB charges though.
Yep.
It's definitely something.
Oh,
Wasn't a total loss, I'd say.
And Wings quickly ready
They
to
know.
jump back in.
Oh.
Moon.
Wow, Moon was very quick on that too. They knew the smoke was there, but
Yos is in.
Can they turn around and kill us? It looks like it's going to be a case of run
Oh,
the hell out of here
Satsa's
for
ready.
DC.
Satsa's ready. He's
They
waiting
go
for them to
across,
group
Ruby
up.
Moon down low, he
Oh,
tries to study,
no.
but he doesn't catch anyone in the storm. Wings are going to be fine. Blink still playing around. Weehar on the back lines of it all. Faith Beyond looking to move in position. He's got Epicenter still and Burrow Strike in a second. Jumps forward. Catches out the Dark Side. Huge timber chain across from Blink. Can he get the damage to finish on Moon? Doesn't look like he can. And with a vacuum ball, they're actually going to lose the SK here. They've lost the Oracle as well, Wings. They've got to be careful. Why's going to buy back. Try and make his way back over. But Weehar turning towards Ice Ice, diffusals him down from the Yules, jumps across with Resolution. They're looking to find the OD as well, and they're going to get it, DC. A huge win again. They'll be able to head into the pit. Wings with 3 down. And before that team fight, we saw obviously a buyback coming out from one of them, and then the buyback from Y there in that fight. It's looking really rocky for Wings.
I do believe that is the Dota.
That is the Dota, indeed.
I mean, I don't know what Wings can pull out right now, to be honest, to bring it back. Cause like their cores, they're like I said, just magical damage heroes. It's very hard for them to scale when the enemy has BKBs.
We are.
We have just in right now.
Yep.
Not looking good for Y here.
Bye, Y.
And that is, he's down for a long time. That's a dieback. 65 seconds, no Oracle.
Did I just say 4,000
Yeah,
damage?
3,776 damage.
Dire's middle tower.
And we'll see if Wings can hold this, but this push is going to come in very heavy, of course, with that Aegis as well on Weeheart. They'll have Odie and Jakiro back up in 10. They'll lose at least the mid lane of Brax. They do still have tier 2s up on the side lanes, so DC won't be able to get anything more out of this one.
They don't need anything. They're pretty chill.
Yeah, they're very happy.
Yeah, with the position they're in.
Wings is definitely running out of juice. Not really able to fight at all into these BKBs.
Did the Odie finish the Shivas guy? How's
I think he hasn't bought anything still.
I don't think he farmed a single gold since we last saw him. Sad news for this OD.
Smith was
Very
talking
sad.
yesterday about that Dragonite being just out of the game. I believe that is Odie's current status as well.
Last like 16 minutes, I think he's gotten maybe 3 attacks off on a team fight, so
Dire's
definitely tough.
Fave jumping in onto Wii. Making a bit of a go, but again, this is a man with BKB, Enrage, and Aegis, so he'll walk it off.
Yeah, this purge is like destroying the yields from Wings as well.
So jumping in, they found the SK, but again, the Astral will be
They
there.
made it the
Buys him
BKB.
some time. They're trying to force themselves out, jumping forward onto Weeha. Link tries to cut him down, won't
Las
find the
Vegas.
kill. So they can go in again. Fabian jumps forward, trying to make the most use of his life by the looks of it. False promise, it's not going to bring him down. He still lives through it all, and yeah, Wings fighting back into this. As you said, the BKB's now gone. So DC could be in trouble. Blink jumps in, Rezo turns around with the Bloodthorn. Sanity's his drop, will burn some of the mana at least. Fabian coming in
big
with a
stun.
nice three-man burrow strike. Takes down one. We are Saxon trying to get out there. Moon turns in with the vacuum wall, but it's not enough to get any of the kills. It's DC losing two. Weeha tries for the TP out, but the Astral is there. Misery tries to come back in to finish off Y, but Y keeps himself alive. They've lost another 4 down on DC and Wings. They just did it.
What? I have no idea what just happened.
What?
This looks like our
Damn.
games against Wings, to be honest.
The Wings just played that team fight much better than they played the previous ones.
Yep.
They baited out the BKBs, and then they started using their Astrals and Yules on the enemy instead of themselves.
Yeah.
So instead of just kind of teeing themselves up for whatever DC wanted to throw at them, they were being the aggressors.
Shadow just got more gold than he's gotten in the past 20 minutes in that one fight.
Oh, you bought the Shiva. So
Yeah, I'm excited
He's
to
got
see.
it.
I'm excited to see what his next bad item is.
I'm just I'm surprised that DC, like, they commit with the Sven, the guy gets saved, and they still like keep going. Normally when you use this BKB, like, you understand you only have 5 seconds before
And
you're just
look at
completely
this.
useless.
Wings may even get something out of this. DC will be back fairly shortly.
I'm just kidding, by the way. I'm pretty sure Shadow's gonna buy BKB.
Do they?
I think so.
Yeah, no, I think he understands.
No, he's
Oh
not.
my god, what did you just do?
Radiant
Atos?
bottom barracks.
No,
It's going
Is he-
Atos. More kites, you know?
Atos.
You gotta
I
force the
love it.
It's
BKB.
official.
Oh, I love
It's
it.
official. He's a boss.
Yeah, he does what he wants. This OD build to be hitting pubs near you very, very shortly.
I mean, this one team fight that like DC just gave away.
He's like,
is-
look, guys, I told you I didn't need a BKB.
He
Yeah, I
probably
guess,
is having that
right?
conversation. He wants to prove a point, and it's working.
Core players are the worst, man.
Yeah. You don't tell them how to build, otherwise you get some of this coming out.
It worked one game, right? Therefore,
This may be the second game it works.
full Lincolns for Rezo.
Okay. Now Moon, yeah, with the
Well, Shiva's
Shiva's
good.
finished.
So wait, so last fight they fought without like almost 20,000 gold or something on DC.
It
'cause
looks
they
like
had
it.
like
Well, because these items
Linkens-
were on the verge of.
Yeah, they had like
yeah.
Lincoln Shivas and some extra gold on like the other 3 heroes and stuff. Because they just took top. I mean, sorry, mid racks, and then they went straight to bottom.
Yeah.
So and they won a team fight before that. So they were really fighting without any of their lead.
What are the BKBs looking like on We Arm Resolution? Are they right down to the bottom yet? Yeah,
Yeah.
5 seconds on Ursa, and I imagine it's the same situation. Yeah, so 5-second BKBs on both your cores.
This disruptor now has a Aghanim Scepter after
Okay.
that also, so he is looking, he's happy.
Yeah, this is big.
I actually thought that hero would never get eggs this game at the start.
Yeah.
And then, 45 minutes, you win like 10 team fights like we talked about, and we're good.
Yeah, I think it was about 10 team fights. Octarine now.
I mean, as you mentioned this at the start, 143. So you may pick heroes to deal with the Timbersaw, but Blink, he's always going to get to this point, isn't he? You never see him have a bad game. He always finds his farm.
Oh, they forgot about the Tome of Knowledge. Wings buys. I don't think that was 3 of them, was it? I think that was probably just like 1 or 2. Then they rebought and sold it.
Does Timber have? Did he buy back at some point?
Oh my god.
He did buy back earlier down on the bottom fight, but I think that cooldown should have been gone by now. But he must have. Yeah, I think he's just gone all in on that Octarine or the Axe purchase because he's not got the gold at the moment. Is it? Yeah, it's not on cooldown. Yeah.
It's so smooth. It's farming, just dodging the smoke. He knows exactly where it's coming. It's out. And then the moment like someone starts showing on top and the creep wave, he's gonna feel so good. He's like, yeah, I was right all along. They were there. Blink.
Timbersaw probably wants to farm that buyback.
Yeah, he really wants that buyback.
But he's got a high bloodstone charge, so he wouldn't be dead too long.
Where's he at?
17. Wouldn't be dead too long, but still might be nice.
Long enough for DC to like annihilate Wings lineup.
Yeah, but having a buyback will give him a second chance. Like, you know, if he gets blown up right away,
Yeah.
to, you know, buy back bots back into the fight.
He's also looking to get bots level 2 as well, so he can like really split push. Because to be honest, DC can't really catch this Timber. It's actually quite hard for them to kill him because they need to bring like 3 or 4 heroes, right?
Yeah.
To really try and kill him. So if he starts split pushing and he has bots level 2.
Oh, there's a DD right there.
Oh boy.
Yeah, someone's going
Something
to love
is
that.
brewing.
DC with the high ground here.
Jakiro DD. Uh-oh.
He snaked it.
Got to take that away from the boys on DC.
I don't know who's picking that up on Wings, to be honest. I mean, Jakiro probably attacks more. Yeah.
So do you think it's an Atos on OD, or is he gonna just go for a heart?
I'm really hoping for a BKB at this point.
Or Octarine?
This is the new build.
What about Octarine?
It's a casual. It's a
Casual
boost.
Casual
there
Vic?
for the
Yeah.
HP. I think it's Atos probably, just so he can like kite this Sven or maybe force a BKB as soon as he Atos him. Cause gonna be afraid he's gonna get Sanking stun and whatnot. Like DC still don't have any saves. I don't even know if they have any 4-stars on that team.
It's just the Glimmer on Suck.
Yeah, there's like 1 Glimmer. Oh, there's 1
got a
4-star
force
on
on
Moon.
Moon.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
good. But I think like Earth Spirit and Disruptor, both are gonna need something like that. Actually, Disruptor wants Dagger, right? So he can get in better position and cast the spells optimally. So we'll see. But I do think like 4-star is it's very good versus Wings lineup as well. Like if someone gets Sanking stun and you force this guy, they're gonna feel very awkward to like run in and try
Yeah.
to go after him.
Timbersaw is really depending on Sanking and these stuns and
Exactly.
and Faith Beyond's doing a great job.
So
Just 2 or 3 man Sanking stuns followed up by these double chakrams is a large
Yeah.
percentage of Wings' damage.
what does Earth Spirit have that he doesn't have 4-stars this game?
Yule's Blink.
Oh, okay. I'd really like to see a force soon.
It's fairly far out, and DC in a position where they could get a good wraparound or at least find quite a split up fight.
I think Wings saw them with the ward there. Saw like Darkseer walk by.
Yeah,
Yeah, they knew something was up.
They got a pretty nice ward out, DC. It's gonna help see what's happening
think
very
it's-
soon.
Yeah, they put another one there too. It's already Sentry. But
Oh, that's gonna make Wings feel very safe, you know? You got that sentry there, it's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah. I'm sure there's no ward here, guys, but you don't see it. Feels bad, man.
Roche going down for DC.
they don't even want to. Doesn't seem they want to contest. They're just sitting in the base.
Sven 6 slotted. Could get rid of the Echo Saber, I suppose, but probably wants to keep it for now. Getting back to the Cheese though. Darkseer.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
There's something awkward about this Ursa. It doesn't feel like,
Our bottom range barracks just went down.
holy shit.
Because what he doesn't have a basher, right? So it feels,
Yeah,
it looks
it's
weird.
yeah, it's something weird. Like he doesn't have Basher and he has an Aghanims, so that takes up an item slot. You don't feel like you're scaling that well, to be honest.
No, it's really not. It's only damage items, Diffusal.
Yeah, it's got like very small items too, so he looks big, but he really isn't.
If he sells that Vitality booster,
Oh, this is already.
He could get the
got
BKB.
the BKB,
Oh,
but
he's got 4k gold, huh?
He's gonna want to buy back.
Alright,
he's
gonna
gonna
say
here we go, Atos.
he's gonna get knocked
There we go, he's walking back. Oh no, he's walking back to mid.
Almost enough for the Atos and buyback.
Yeah, this ward like that they placed earlier is giving them so much info. They see Wings like right around mid lane. They understand they're like with each other. DC is just able to push out bottom and play up a little bit. I think the Sven, does he have bots too now?
He has boots of travel, yeah. Just this
just
regular.
bots
Bots one. Okay.
Colin, what is Resolution going to do with this goal? Where is it
Well,
bots too?
he
or
needs the Moon Shard.
Yeah, Moonshard.
That helps Sven a lot, and then he'll get the bots too after that. So
Yeah.
like Ursa, that's the thing. It's Ursa, he doesn't have like Abyssal or anything, right? So he can't really go for solo picks, because if he does get to Abyssal, then the Sven can like bots 2 on him, and they can just pick off anybody. So kind of sucks for DC right now. They really want to do something with this Aegis. I think they just feel bad that they lost the last team fight.
He's doing it.
is the
It's
Octarine?
their Octarine.
Oh, Octarine. Tough.
Heal from your Arcane Orb, reduce cooldown. Astral's only got like a 7-second cooldown.
I actually forgot that item even existed for OD.
Yeah, it's much better than Ato's hit.
Yeah. I'm sure it
Oh,
is.
here we go. Jules to take off the DD.
Setting up onto high size. Resolution jumps across as well. Faith can go for
Oh.
burst try. He's going to miss it.
Wow,
He uses
yielded.
off the Storm Hammer. A hold back onto Misery. Weehaw, seeing if he can jump forward and find a pick. Tries to go for the Oracle, but the slides then the Astral to hold back Ursa.
Wings does not want to fight into this Aegis at all.
Can Saxon get a catch with a glimpse? That's the question. It looks like he does as he drags back the Oracle. They'll find something. Faith Bian's going to come back through though onto the Disruptor. Blink just doing massive amounts of damage with the Axe. Double Chakram and Faith Bian gets in with the Epicenter onto the back lines of DC. BKBs have now run dry. And Faith Bian
That's
plays his
done.
way out with the bow. The Ice Path from
Itchies.
Ice Ice to follow through, holding back Rezo and Weehaw. They've got to get themselves the hell out of here, but the Yules, they're going to make sure that they can't escape.
Rezo gonna fight back?
Resolution down.
No, he cannot.
Weeha's lost the Aegis, and he may lose his life for a second time as Wings surround him, take down another. It's a triple kill for Blink.
Wow.
And Wings Gaming, ladies and gentlemen, this whole match has just been an absolute show of what this team can do and what they can do it with and what they can build on the things that they do it with. It's
Unbelievable.
yeah.
What happened to the Disruptor? Because he didn't get anything off. I didn't see where he actually ended up dying.
He died right in the middle.
Just right in the middle of the woods.
I mean, I didn't see what happened. I just saw he died. I just
Okay.
know that Darkseer's wall only hit Jakiro,
Okay.
and there was no disruptor spells cast.
Can we
so.
click the Sven again? Well, let's.
He did eat the Moon Shard, but he has
I think
buyback.
he really needed refresher this game
Yeah, refresher could have been cool.
instead of Lincoln's. He really needs this like two BKBs to go in, because the moment this BKB is dead, I think he just feels like a completely worthless hero right now.
I mean, Wings is doing just such a good job of kiting, honestly, like with the Hurricane
yeah,
Pikes,
yeah.
like the Sand King burrows are ridiculous.
They have like 3 Yules and they have 2 Shivas, and he's like, I want to kill myself. I can't hit anything. Feels really bad.
Let's see some Ethereal Blades and Ghost Scepters picked up too
Yeah.
on top,
Like-
but why not?
Like this, the team fight beforehand where Wings won at bottom lane, I think it stopped Ursa's farm potential in this game, or like his item progression. That's what I mean. Now it's like he's not getting another item ever.
So he's
And
going for the
not,
Death Saw.
He's not doing any damage in these fights either now. Like last fight, they killed the Oracle, right? Like right away.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it should have been a good fight. I guess like Disrupted doesn't get any spells off either, so that feels bad.
Yeah, he's just like good positioning by Wings. They're all just like there's so much maneuverability, so much like.
Remember
these
when we
fights.
used to do Darkseer Earth Spirit? Like, it's a pretty common kind of duo, right? Gives
Yeah.
you tons of team fight, tons of like magic damage. I always tried to partner it with some sort of like BKB control, but up against like Wings is like they just didn't even buy BKBs and they just bought a Yules, right? Like just
Yeah.
tons of Yules. Because it's like you have all this like magic damage and control, and then you think like the enemy's gonna buy BKBs, but then they just don't.
Yeah. Actually, Wings is showing some really cool stuff.
Yeah, it's actually
These
insane.
deals.
Like they just fought. They didn't even give a crap about the Aegis or the cheese either. They're just like, all right, well, our
Well,
Oracle's dead.
I don't know.
missed some
I
spells.
don't know how much I like what Wings is. I mean, I love watching it.
Yeah.
I don't know how good it is. Like,
See, it works against maybe
I think they're
DC,
just- I
but
think
maybe
they're
another
just
team it's
outplaying.
harder.
I think
Yeah.
they're just playing better.
Yeah.
Okay.
In individual team fights, they're making like tons of cool individual plays.
Yeah, like 3-man burrows, like you mentioned multiple times.
You
Double
know-
chakram on top.
I didn't understand one thing. What if he's buying Octarine? Why did he buy the VIP booster instead of the point booster?
Must have only had
For
1100.
50 gold? Or 11 for he had like 100 less gold? Is that what I mean 50 HP or 100 less gold? Is that what?
Well, maybe he just didn't want the extra mana pool. He just wanted more HP.
Maybe he wanted them to think he was building an Atos.
Mind games.
Yeah, maybe. I have like,
Maybe he misclicked.
That's been bothering me for like the past 10 minutes.
Wings
Mouse
is
Fish
trolling,
is
man. Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we
Bots
go
two.
indeed.
Oh,
Look at the glimpse.
Oh,
no!
what's
It's a
happening?
disaster.
Get out! DC out!
Saxa, he's trying. They've got the ice path though.
Alright,
Oh,
whatever.
right, he
It's
pays
just
for
disruptor.
It's
assist.
just
fine.
disruptor. Yeah.
Go split push fast. Saxon's drawing the lines. Go split push, guys. You can't do anything.
Oh, that's a disruptor down for a full minute though. No buyback.
I mean, the thought was there, right? Like to.
But
try
the
and pick 'em
execution
off, but-
was not quite there.
Yeah. Oh, look at the wings, man. They're like, guys. There's a fucking wave here. They might TP here, or someone has to push this thing out right now.
Oh yeah, and the interacts missing.
Yeah.
They already have bottom interacts, so.
Yeah, they do. They're just going back to.
This
push out.
Jakiro's gonna have a full hex,
Yeah.
isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sending out the voice stone already.
But look at that, man. The Macropyre farm. Whew, feels good.
And with the Ags on Jakira, that like just increases the duration, right? So it just lasts for like 20 seconds or whatever.
It lasts
Yeah.
like 30 seconds.
30
right?
Yeah, it's
seconds.
like 30.
Yeah.
It's like 2 waves.
And what's his cooldown? Like 40 or something? Or
It drops
So
to
30 seconds.
30. Yeah, so it's only down for 30
oh,
seconds.
never mind. It's just same cooldown. 60 seconds, so duration 30. All right.
I think a hex is pretty damn good choice. BKB's getting low, more kite ability.
That must be so like disgusting for high ground defense. You just kill every other wave with your ult.
Yeah, you
And
can't
just
push
sit
that
there.
lane.
Yeah.
Everyone's pretty rich on the side of wings, except for this Oracle.
That's
He's
the life.
got what he needs,
That's
you know.
the life, man. He's got 8 to lens.
Got all he
4
needs.
stats. That's more than you can ask for as a 5 position.
I think DC, like, they understood they were winning a lot of fights, and they started itemizing in a way where they would continue to win fights, and then they would get like their important items later, and they sort of like got stopped in their tracks when they lost this like unexpected fight bottom lane, and now they can't like build the final items that they need to win this game.
Action.
Oh
Yep.
boy.
Okay, jumping in onto 2. Try and dodge out the border smash there with the yours. They managed to catch out Weeha. Weeha just melts to the damage of Wings. And in for more, Blink looking towards Mumiander. They'll try for a TP out, but the Astral again is there to hold back another.
OD Jakiro. Yule's Jakiro. It's the future. Just get like 4 Yules and a Jakiro on your team.
Just this amount of catches, it's
So much.
absolutely devastating.
So much disable.
How did we ever doubt Wings and Grass, guys?
I never doubted him.
Oh yeah, right. Buyback's coming out now. Weeha realizes he needs to get himself back in, but this is going to be without Saxa's help on the Disruptor. A 4 versus 5 defense. Eyesight, of course, laying down on these towers. The Fresh is all done for Moon, so they will have the double combo. Blink jumping in immediately onto Misery. Yours is there to buy Misery sometime. Resolution looking to come back in. Immediately goes in. It's a good back wall onto 3. They're focusing down Blink on the Timbersaw, but the false promise is there from Y. Blink to survive.
Oh,
There's
the
your
cleans.
second vacuum wall. They managed to
That's
bring down
damaging.
Ice Eyes. Faith Bian. Yours is up, but he's so low. He's going to almost certainly go down as well, and he does. It's a double kill for Moon. Stormhammer and Bloodthorn down onto the Timbersaw as well. There'll be an Astral from Shadow trying to save the Timber, and it allows Blink to blink out. He turns around with the Chakram, cuts down the Moon. Now we see DC jumping forward. They need to find more out. This is going pretty well so far with the Bloodthorn onto the OD. They will get him as well. Blink, can he clean up? He's on his own. He's found another. That's Sven down for a full 2 minutes. No buyback available. Blink still playing around with Weeha. Misery hits the boulder smash. They'll glimpse him back into the Static Storm there. Nice
Can't
play from
suicide.
Saxa, and they'll
yeah.
kill the
Bang
Timber
He
as
has
well.
He has 10k gold. You don't care. They want
They're just going all in.
Yeah, I mean, Faith
Yeah,
Bian's
Sven,
got
no
to be a bit
buyback.
careful. Okay, Blink onto Misery. Misery rolls, forces up to the high ground. He'll survive. Blink actually going to get glimpsed into the base here. That keeps him down. Faith Bian looking to control the Disruptor, seeing if they can get the easier kill first, and they do. They're taking down Sax. There's 2 heroes out in DC. No buyback available.
This team's ridiculous.
And Wings just push on forward. 3 buybacks committed. I mean, it's a gold, it's a team fight where they're down 6k, but it doesn't feel like it because they found the cause that count. And they can push in. DC need to find something else here.
Weehaw feels desperate. Picks up a medallion. Gives him a buyback.
Arrow strikes from Fake Pian coming through. Weehaw plus the axe. Could be as well, but again, these Astrals from Shadow.
To be honest, they can't kill the throne. So they can wait for Sven to revive, I think.
They can kill heroes.
Yeah, they can. Actually,
They can try.
Jakiro's on his way. He's taking that slow walk down the mid lane.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna try and get the mega creeps though.
Yeah.
Those creeps can take care of the throne for him.
Maybe get kills of it as well, jumping into wait.
Misery's got a full sheep stick now. There's that.
Whoa.
On the courier flying out.
It's a tough item to farm.
Alright, Disruptor is in. He's got his ultimate as well. Can they
Fake
make a
Pian
big
sees
combo?
Misery uses up. Weehaw jumps forward, but he gets hexed
Oh.
immediately. They managed to trap Fake Pian in the Static Storm kinetic field, but the false promise is there from Y, allowing the Burrow Strike and the Sankey to walk out. He Burrow Strikes back in. Weehaw forced back towards the fountain. Moon getting chopped down by the double Chakram. Fake Pian comes in with the epicenter. Weehaw trapped up by the Ice Path from Ice Ice. Blink going across with the Timber Chain, but the
start
bash
running
is
back
there.
on those
Weehaw
Sven's
turns
alive.
around. Can he finish off Blink? Resolution jumping in onto OD. He hasn't quite got enough damage to
Doesn't have
finish him
buyback
off. The
on
Blood
OD.
Thorns on him as well. Weehaw jumps in. They found it. They
Wait, they
take
didn't take their
Shadow.
axes either.
This is huge for DC. Can they find anything more? That's the question. Fake Pian jumps in, jumps out. Look at the hex down. Weehaw trying to focus and finish off Ice Ice, but he turns back around. Potentially get ready to lay down another spell. They're trying their best to bring down Blink. They managed to lose Y. Fake Pian comes back in with the stun onto Resolution. Resolution needs help, and he needs it now, but Blink just
It's on the
destroying
creep.
DC with the Timber Saw. They've got the buyback
Where's
this time on
buyback?
Sven.
Oops.
Rezo, could he get himself back in on this one? Weehaw running away, but the Burrow Strike sitting onto Weehaw. He has the Enrage once more, trying to walk his way out of these chakrams, but the chakrams from
Buybacks
Blink
everywhere.
take down Ursa. Weehaw now out without buyback available. The throne already down to half health.
This game's crazy.
This is insane.
And again, Fake Pian with
Oh,
these Burrow
the
Strikes and
ult.
Static Storm. It does catch
Can
out
he
the
kill the
Timber.
Timber?
They've lost Fake Pian. That's 2 dead on Wings
He has no
without
buyback.
Timber in trouble as well. He's silenced. He has to go down. He kills himself.
Wait, it's only 40 seconds though.
Draw
Yeah,
a
he's
line.
got lots of Bloodstone
God.
charges.
Draw
They don't
a-
have that much time.
Oh, DC doesn't have any heroes. Never mind.
draw the line. Look at the damage done in this
I
fight.
think Jakiro might be able to solo Sven too.
Dude, 25,000 damage done in that fight.
Just very slowly, right? Like he could probably work the Sven
I mean,
down.
Wings only have 2 axes on DC, so it's all right. If like Wings die one more time, then DC will take their buildings. But this Sven, he needs his refresher.
Oh, here comes Sven.
They're looking for any kill that they can find. Keep
Got
that
the
momentum
Blink.
going.
All right.
Nice starts with the Resolution jumps forward. Stormham on
Oh,
secure.
Timber's
There's
in.
attempting coming through. The false promise is going to
Timber
allow
is
the team
in.
to finish. The vacuum wall, there's one. Catches out both of them. They're falling. The
off.
Resolution getting the damage out with the ice wall,
Timber saw.
holding them back. Blink gets himself away. The Blink out for Chikiro, but he took too much damage into the false
Timber gotta
promise.
get
He
away.
drops.
Better watch yourselves, Wings. You're about to throw.
Yo,
a
your
goat
base
again.
is dying.
Oh, shit.
Double catapult! Double catapult!
Oh,
Yo, Disruptor can't kill those wagons.
Now he can.
oh, can he? There's Rezo.
The effort.
Oh.
Maximum effort with the
Oracle
Disruptor.
solo rush.
Yeah, he
let's
can
go.
do it. What is going on in this game?
BKB on Timber now. There we go.
There we go.
Holy shit, that graph. How many? Like everyone's used buybacks in this game,
Yeah, let's
right?
have a look. What's the buyback status
I
looking
think
at?
only Ursa has a buyback soon or
It's-
something.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Time-wise,
8, 9.
only Misery has it off cooldown.
Yeah, and Ursa is like the next one
Yeah.
at 1 minute and 40 seconds. So 9 heroes have used buybacks in the last fight.
Thank you, Apple.
Thank you. Alright, who wants it?
No one.
Jeez.
There we go.
Okay. So, do they push?
Say cheese.
Who
Do they
knows,
fight?
man? Who knows, man?
Not what Jakiro did, right?
I think this Disruptor needs to stop leading though. Every time he does this, I fear for
Yeah,
his life.
his ults are huge. Like if he can get even just like one or even if you just get one hero in his ult and kinetic field.
Exactly. Like they don't have buybacks anymore, right? So
Yeah, the next fight is going to be the big one.
Glad Timbersaw got a BKB though. That was the right decision.
But if he gets static stunned,
what did he sell? Blink tag? Or no?
Yeah, Blink Dagger.
Yeah, Blink tag.
It's just gonna be, you know,
I think that's
he's gonna get
fine.
rid of it right after
He's
he
at
uses it.
14 seconds on Bloodstone.
14 stacks, yeah.
14 stacks. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, he's still got
Oh,
pretty
Hex
decent
Earth
respawn.
Spirit. That's alright. Not a 4-staff, but that's alright.
Went for the big play.
I purchased from Wii with that Blight, so it goes for the medallion.
I think that was just like he had no buyback. They were in base
Yeah.
defending their
Every little
buildings. He was just like, I need to do something.
Yeah.
This game's so hype.
This is insane though. Like 87 kills. I mean, we were pretty concerned for Wings for a bit, and then they just did their thing.
I mean, at this stage, what would you say the percentages of Wings being able to win this? Is it still like 70% to 30, or is it 50-50? What are we talking?
I mean, with
I don't even know.
everybody's buybacks down, I think
I don't
anything
even
can
know.
happen.
Yeah, I don't even know if there's an answer to that question.
Yeah. Like it's depends on who dies first.
I can
or
lie to you if you want.
Yeah.
Here we go.
The Hex
Oh,
up to
no.
Misery. He's going to be the focus of the first target. Finds some tell with the sound out of yours and Limit, but he's still down. They've lost one on DC. Fabian comes on the back lines with the epicenter. Zax are trapped in the middle of his own kinetic field as Blink plays around with him. The vacuum wall onto 2. Moon coming in with the Shiva Scar. There's the damage from Rezi. Takes down one. Turns towards one of the Astrals there.
Who's the one in Astro? Timber? Timber one hit?
Yep, he's so low. The Ice Bar holds them down. The Surge onto Rezi, trying to get him out, but Fabian comes in with the Burrow Strike. They've lost 2 on DC. Moon coming back again with the second as he refreshes the wall vacuum. Resolution still alive, but can he survive this? He's getting surrounded. Burrow Strike will miss. The damage is not quite enough.
That's it.
He's used the entire game.
I'd like to say there's like a 90% chance for Wings to win right now.
Great protection, T.
Excellent.
Thank you. That other 10% is like, can Wings kill their buildings in time
Go
before
Jakiro.
someone's alive?
Yeah,
If he can find a
It's
solo
so
pick, if he can find us,
Hey, this could be the situation
This-
where we see the Deso Timbersaw come
it's
up.
a big if. Look at the damage he's not doing.
Oh goodness. The Timber doesn't care. I mean, the Ursa's items, like it just doesn't let him do any damage at all.
Pretty good kinetic field and ultimate from Disruptor that fight, but unfortunately he didn't get the OD. And the OD, you know, almost didn't Astral the Timbersaw, which could have changed everything. So really close fight from DC. The numbers didn't show it.
Have they really got one more fight in them, Wings? I mean, DC, that's the question.
No, I don't
No, I think that's it. Yeah, they don't have Sven for 60. They're just they're trying their best.
Wings
Wow.
Gaming, ladies and gentlemen.
Honestly, that was
It's a roller coaster of a game.
that was unbelievable. Like, I mean, I think Peter, you kind of said it too. Like they're playing so well in their team fights. They just landing like multiple man stuns. While DC, they were doing pretty good in the team fights, just a little bit behind just how well Wings were doing. Like I don't know when that